cancel this. So we have an early entry here with the lime green line. So we see that we have green zone right here that we're coming out of. We had a candle open above this lime green line without touching it. And so this is our early entry. This right here is called an inverse arc confirmation. So you have your early entry right here. And so we're pushing up and we're hitting, upside targets from this early entry. But you also have the level 3 entry because you have your 200 is yellow, right? You have a yellow 200, you have a blue 12, and then you have your trend line here, and you have this candle that opened and closed above your trend line, and then price was able to push up and hit some of these liquidity levels on SPY. So we pushed up, hit some targets, but also when SPY got ready to turn over, you can see that the once price got under this lime green line and it crossed down on this red line, you see how once this candle closed, that signaled that the uptrend on SPY was over. So once this candle closed, it's signaled that okay, SPY is now entering into a downtrend short term on the like it's losing that upside momentum. So once we had this crossover, you see how the stock candle start following it down after that, right? Same thing here. We got candles inside of it. We got the lime green line crossed over. This candle closed and it pushed down from 680 all the way down to like 660, right? And so our early entry indicator is this lime green line crossing the red line for upside, crossing down on this red line for downside, okay? And if we miss these type of entries right here, we utilize the trend line break to play to jump in the trade later, but with a confirmation, right? So the reason why I built the system in layers like this is because too often a trader will miss a trade and just try to jump in somewhere, right? But we want to jump into the trade with confirmation. We don't want to just jump in the trade because we feel like we're going to miss out. We'll allow this trade to push up, and then once we get the third layer of the confirmation, we'll take that next leg up, okay, in a trade. So this is how we utilize the chart and the components of the chart to enter into trades, even if we get in late, just to get into the trade. So we got another example of that here. We have early entry down here, right? We got the crossover. It pushed under it for a little while, but our line never crossed back under to show any kind of bearish transition. But then we pushed up and we made it from what's this entry over here at 520. We push up and we didn't get a trend line break. You see this trend line here? We didn't get the trend line break to all the way up here at 580. So we got our early confirmation down here at 530, but we can still enter in responsibly when we're above our 200, when we're above the 12, and we break above this trend line resistance to take that those next legs up. Okay. And so we utilize this system to enter and exit out of trades. And this also helps you if you're a person that's just trying to buy shares and you're not trying to buy, you just invest in, say you go to work or you just got retirement money and you're not trying to trade options and things like that. You can utilize this to time your entries and stuff when they're pulling back. Since some stuff get stuck down, like some stuff like Dollar General, for example. We've been playing Dollar General lately. But the only reason we got confidence to play Dollar General is because even though it's come down and it consolidated, it came. So back here, they pushed out of here back in June. They pushed up, they pulled back, came back down here again. But you see how prices in this order block, but then we get the early entry signal here to let it push up. And then when it got bearish, we got the signal again that it was about to come back down. And so when you see this type of thing on your weekly time frames, it becomes very powerful for early entries and safe entries. Like right here, it's pulling all the way down and it came all the way down to this order block. But then we got an entry here. It pushed up and tested the 12. But now when you get this inverse arc down here near the money, and so we come down here in this zone, then we get the timing mechanism, which is the wolf trend moving average, this lime green line. It crossed back up on the red line, and you can see the whole play coming together because over here the difference is the 12 is far away from the lime green line. The 12 is bearish still. So when we pushed up, it just acted as a level of resistance. And so because we get the crossover, it came up and we hit this resistance target, which is our 12, and price came back down.